Welcome back. Welcome back. We're here again.
Hello.
The Rantosaurus has been put away. He's all right. He doesn't have to come out for this one. It's a slightly irritating thing, but not to the level that the Rantosaurus and his jingle.
It's a Velociraptor, this one is, isn't it?
Yes, it's a Velociraptor. This is just a bit of Velociraptor.
It's a riddle me this.
It's a riddle me this.
Another riddle me this.
Do we have-
Unbelievable.
Do we have a jingle for that one?
Philosophers, we don't have a riddle me this jingle yet.
We do! Riddle me this! Riddle me
It's
this!
a lot like Because Japan.
It is, but we don't do the V signs. We just go riddle me
very
this!
subtle.
It's very subtle difference.
Yeah.
You've got to watch
You
it.
gotta be.
I just hope if you're watching this on the YouTube, you can see the top of my hands. Otherwise,
Yeah.
there will be no difference.
Who would know?
Who would know? Just take our word for it. Okay, I'm going to do it because we have to do the thingy-mabob, so I will enunciate properly. Is car insurance stupid? Just stupid when it comes to sheds?
Yeah.
Will that all fit on?
Stupid. Stupid. Just stupid.
Just stupid. That's how stupid it is. That's how Velociraptor it is.
Just stupid.
Just stupid. Now, this popped into my head because I recently almost got rear-ended by some bell end in a Clio. Thanks very much, bell end in a Clio.
No, it isn't clear.
Oh, it was a modernish one as well, and he was driving along behind some car, and he was like flashing it, almost like get out of the way.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know why, because
Was he on fire? Was his car on fire?
no.
Oh.
Which is the only justification for flashing someone to get out of the way if you're on fire.
I didn't assume a Clio's on fire. Just an electrical fault.
That's true, but so he was in the distance behind me. I saw the flash in my rearview mirror. I was like, what's going on? So he was up behind this punto. We got to a long stretch of road with a left turning, which I was going off on the left turning. So he kind of slowly made his way past the punto. I don't think the punto accelerator. You know when people do the admittedly dickish thing of accelerating because someone's flashing. He's like, "You're not going past now." But I don't think he did that. But he took quite a while to get past. There was an oncoming van in the other direction. I was braking and indicating to go into this little lane, and I looked in my rearview mirror, and you know that point where you just go, he's not going to stop. This is it now.
Really?
This is it.
Oh, I've
had that twice, and the last time I was hit, but only very minorly.
Right.
And my APO tow hook took the brunt. Just douched this Vauxhall Ampera in the grill. And he just had Lampera. And this nice yellow smear up his grill where I did boosh like that, and he was very apologetic. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, he's not going to stop. And you know that gut wrenching feeling when you hear someone's ABS working on tyres and you can hear it go,
really?
and you're like, this is going to hurt. So I got as far over as possible because I was like almost stationary going into this little thing, and he kind of squeezed as right as possible to get between me and the van that was typically passing at the right time. I gave him the horn. I was like, you're having some of this even though you probably don't care. But after the anger had subsided, I thought about a few days later, after I'd stopped him punching posters of Clios every 2 minutes, I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about what had happened had he hit me. Now, if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, I own a Japanese import Suzuki Jimny, bought it for like $2,000. Admittedly, if you wanted to buy one and bring it into this country, it probably cost you like 4 or 5, but I don't think the insurance company would be interested in that. I bought it for 2, so that's it. And obviously he's in like a 2013, I think it was 2014 plate Clio. So I'm thinking if he'd done a bit of rear-endery but kind of like tried to get out of the way, like for him, I was thinking maybe damaged bumper, cracked headlight or broken headlight, and a bit of wingage damage for him. And me would have probably been damaged rear bumper, broken light at the back, maybe a bit of rear wing damage for me. But the difference is, right, he's gone like a 2013, 2014 plate Clio. So the difference for him is probably, he's probably got like protected no claims, he's probably got a courtesy car. I'm making sweeping generalisations here, but so he's going to spend 2 weeks swanning around in a nice little Renault Twingo or something probably, while the proper OEM parts get fitted and all like sprayed up by bolted back on. Fancy company that specialise in these repairs do it. New headlight, all this shinery. All that sort of stuff, and no financial penalty probably because he's got no claims protected bonus, so he'll probably just kind of like muddle through. It might not.
If he's got insurance.
If he's got insurance. Well, we'll not go with that because that would ruin the narrative here. So he's definitely got insurance. The bastard. For me, it would be like 2 weeks of like, and obviously the result of that would be his car would come back as new. He probably wouldn't give a shit because it's probably like, well, you know, it's
No
just,
stone chips.
no
anymore.
stone chips. Yeah, he's probably better off. They've probably had a whole bumper spray.
Yeah.
He's probably like given them like an extra 50
Yeah,
quid
on
and
the
had the whole
slide
on the
for
slide.
it,
Probably had the
yeah.
whole thing resprayed. Jobs are good and all that sort of stuff. And he's like back to just driving his car like a bit of a bell end,
Yeah.
not really caring that much.
Like the end of a bell.
Like the end of a bell. Me, on the other hand, so I've got damaged bumper, rear lights, wings, similar sort of thing. I'm thinking that's probably 2 or 3 weeks of me bricking it while the insurance companies have a bit of a powwow, work out whether it's actually worth repairing mine or not. Then in the end, probably thinking, can't be arsed, because they'd have to get the parts from Japan, that makes them expensive. So then they'd write the car off. They'd probably give me a shit all value for it because it's old and it's weirdly Japanese and they would never accept that to get another one it's going to be £5,000. They'd probably you can have £1,500 for it.
Yeah.
That would probably cover the buyback if it was a Cat C or a Cat C that I could buy it back, and I probably would because of my little Jimny. I don't want it back and I care about it very much. So like 2 weeks later, I would have had a payout that wouldn't allow me to buy another Japanese import, or a damaged, or using that payout to buy back my Jimny, which now sits on my driveway, damaged with smashed in lights and bumper that I've somehow got a magic across from Japan. So I just kind of thought, like, with this kind of level of car, with the shed level of car, I'm not suggesting we don't have insurance. I'm not saying anything. I'm not condoning that. I'm just saying it's just like it doesn't work, does it? It just doesn't. And I think, I mean, I don't know the ins and outs.
It's all a bit of a boondoggle.
Yeah, for you and the GCIA, maybe it's the same
It's
kind of
fine
thing.
for me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Yeah, well, I backed mine through a garage, didn't I?
Oh, that's true. So you're
Tested it out.
Yeah, you've tested the theory. Yeah. But do you think if you got yours, like if you got yours written off, would you be able to? Would you get back the money for your modifications and you know?
I think so. I think, like, the thing with insurance, isn't it? It's really tricky because, like, it's that thing, do you go all in? Like, properly all in on a car? Because I think that a lot of us, we just want to insure, well, in your case, you insure a standard car because it is a standard car.
Yeah, it's just
and it's
a
this
weird
thing,
standard car,
what point do you get specialist insurance,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
off-road insurance, modified car insurance?
Yeah.
And then it's weird then, because then you have got an agreed value.
Yeah.
And then everything is covered. And
True.
And chances are, if anything happens, that you're going to be well catered for,
Yeah.
maybe even rewarded, and you'll be like, well, I was actually better off
Yeah, true.
for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is a tricky thing. So I do think that it's very contextual to the vehicle that you're in.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe it does make the argument that maybe specialist insurance.
Yeah, should be more prevalent. Should
Well,
be.
maybe we should all go for it.
Yeah,
You know, even
true.
if you don't think your car's that weird or unusual.
Yeah.
If you're having these thoughts and these concerns.
If you're getting agreed value, it's something that will get you an agreed valuation. Yeah, really. I think that's the thing because for a lot of people with Japanese imports, although you get Japanese imports specialty insurance, I've never been asked about an agreed valuation. It's almost sort of no one will cover you, but we're a bit specialist, so we will. And that is, like you say, that's only half the story because you cover it until I have to get a new one, and because of tax and you know the import duty and everything else that you got to pay. Yeah, the value of your vehicle that they might class it as a value is not necessarily the same value as trying
I
to
always
get
find
another
that a
one.
bit weird because, like, whenever, like, I'm with Adrian Flux and I think with pretty much every insurer I've ever been with, there's like the value of the vehicle you put in, don't you?
Yeah.
And I've always been like, so should I put in like everything I've spent on this car?
Yeah, should I put what I
Like,
bought it for?
If I've spent
Should I-
£8,000 on a car which is now worth 1,500 quid 5 years later,
Yeah.
like, do I put £8,000 in because that's what it owes me?
Yeah.
Or do I put like what the classified value is, and is that accurate? What is like? Is the Parker's price guide accurate? Because it wasn't for like minis and stuff.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's like, in a way, it's asking you a question that they know better than anybody
Well,
else.
that's it, and it
It's
makes
like
me
they
wonder.
know
Like,
it,
and
you
I've
know.
never had to do this, but when you make the claim, do they then just go, "Oh yeah, that was just your number that you came up with"?
That's what
And
I
you're
think
like,
is going to
When
happen.
then
Yeah.
why is the number? For why is
why?
the number
Yeah.
asked?
I think that's what it is. I think a lot, you know, you put it down, but it doesn't necessarily inform what's going to happen. That's how
I
I
think my
feel.
experience of claiming was all right.
Yeah. I've only had one claim, which was a third-party claim, and that went fine. I mean, that was on a Smart Roadster, but that, I mean, that's the other thing as well. So I got told when I bought, I don't know why. I think the woman on the phone was trying to kill some time while the computers were whirring away. So she told me the total cost that was a scrape in a car park. So someone pulled round the back of my Smart Roadster, scuffed a bumper. That between two vehicles was over £1,000, and that's when you start to realise, like, my beautiful wife. She has a £5,000 ish Fiat 500. Her insurance a month is half what I pay. A year,
you would think her little yellow bottom would be more precious.
I know. I certainly think so.
Little silver,
ugly
old one,
warty thing with rubbery bits sticking out of it. Yeah,
around for so long.
But I think that comes down to as well. I get the feeling that below a certain threshold, I think maybe your insurance premiums go up because your repairability goes down. So it's either you're more likely to get written off. Maybe that's the thing.
No, it's the other way around.
Do you think
so? Like you say about this Clearwich U, new bumper grille, whatever. If the Clearwich U at like a certain amount, which isn't a lot, that whole front end crumples.
Yeah.
You've got subframe issues, and basically what happens is it goes into the shop and they say, well, it's going to be a new subframe or something like that.
Yeah.
The work to do it is so expensive. The car just gets written off almost.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But do you think, like, with, say, if Kate's 500 had an accident like that, you know, the parts are cheap enough as long as it's not like major subframe stuff. Whereas even, like, say for example,
if it's a tap, cheap, available, easy to find bits. You can probably order them in the colour you need. No problem. Bolt-on wing.
Because I think that's the difference in terms of if Kate just tapped the front wing, had the front wing of her 500 tapped. That's a wing.
Yeah.
Job done. You pay the insurance to pay, buy another one. I think with me, if I tap the front wing, they'd probably still write the car off because that wing's got to come from Japan.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's where it gets. That's why I do accept that. That's probably why my insurance is high, because rather than they have it's a lower risk of low payout and a higher risk of big payouts, isn't it? Maybe.
But you got to watch out. My dad had the radio stolen out of his Prelude, JDM car.
Yeah.
Insurance comes around, put the wrong colour window glass.
Oh, I remember that. That was just cruel. That was. Yeah. It made such a difference. Like you could just see it a mile away.
No bronze tint.
Disgusting.
Should be illegal.
So it was just kind of I was just kind of thinking, as someone who loves his little shed, it's kind of a bit scary in a way to wonder. It is, and I think like you're right. Maybe
we do choose to drive.
We do choose. Yes.
And this is part of the pain of doing so.
You're right.
Is that they are vulnerable.
Yeah.
And they don't really fit into a world of accounting, and insurance companies, and everything else.
Yeah.
And this is part of the reason. Really, I think that these 2013 Clio drivers aren't paying attention. It's them that need to be aware that, and I think everyone needs to be aware that. If you crash your consumermobile, your domestic appliance, into someone's Pride and Joy, someone's classic, something unusual, that's it. It goes. It's not like your Passat with its new front end. It doesn't matter. Or you just get another one exactly the same. It doesn't. It's a big deal when it's someone's classic. If it's someone's retro ride or whatever, it's gone forever. And maybe it did live in Japan and then came over here on a boat, and that's its whole life story. And you ruined it. You ruined it because you're an impatient arsehole.
Exactly.
So
a bit more respect.
Care about people's lives and care about precious little old sheds.
Maybe I absolutely hate them, but instead of baby on board stickers, I might just have special shed.
No, don't do that.
In pink with a little fairy logo, special shed. No. I'm not going to do it because I fucking hate those baby on board bollocks. Like I'm going to treat you any differently. I treat you all with respect just because you've got a baby on board. Does that mean it's like a sign that you're going to swerve over across the road and just generally be not very attentive driver and I have to stay further away? I don't know. Anyway.
So they can find the baby in an accident.
No, it can't be.
That's why it was created.
Well, but it's only stuck on with a little sticker.
It's so emergency workers know that there was possibly a child.
Well, they should put it on vinyl.
There was a spat of horrific accidents where children had gone into footwells and under seats and stuff like that and crumpled into the car. And
people didn't know about them.
Had no idea. They didn't.
Fair enough. But special person on board doesn't count.
Hope you're happy now.
I am happy. I am happy because they should be sticking it as a vinyl, not some little flimsy thing that can then also
stamping it in with a hammer.
They should. So they can, even if that's it, like into the car metal, so even if the paint burns off and the vinyl burns off, you can still see it's a baby on board. Special person on board.
Is that what people have?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Or Granny's little soldier on board or some bullshit like that. Fuck off.
Princess.
Princess on board, exactly. Yeah.
Anything but a princess.
Anything
usually.
but a princess.
Anything but
Almost certainly.
princess.
Anyway, we have digressed. But yeah, just something to think about. Be respectful to everyone's little sheds because
They're vulnerable.
they're vulnerable.
Right. See you with the next bit.